Hey, welcome back to 7-Minute Books. I am Sam. Today we're talking about Bob Selden's book, What to Do When You Become a Boss, and Sophie. I have to ask, why do so many brilliant individual contributors completely fall apart when they get promoted?
Hey there, Sam. Great to be here. Because the skills that got you promoted are the opposite of the skills you need to lead. You are excellent at the craft, but now your job is to create the conditions for others to be excellent. That's a total mental shift.
Right? And it's so counterintuitive. You think being great at the job means you'd be great at managing it. But Selden says the most common mistake is trying to keep doing your old work while also managing. That leads to burnout, micromanagement, and a team that feels completely untrusted.
Exactly. So, he offers a tactical roadmap for the first 90 days. And it starts before you even sit in the new chair. You have to do a personal audit. Are you anxious, arrogant, overconfident? A healthy dose of humility is a powerful asset.
That caught me off guard. I mean, what does my personality have to do with managing a team? But when you think about it, if you don't know your default reactions under stress, you'll just repeat your worst instincts.
Yes. And then he walks you through the entry phase. The single most important activity is listening. You resist the urge to come in with a grand plan. Instead, you go on a structured listening tour.
So you meet one-on-one with every direct report, peers, and stakeholders. And he gives specific questions, like what's working, what's not, what would you change, and what are the biggest challenges facing the team?
And those questions serve a second purpose. They show the team you're a leader who values their input. That builds psychological safety. And he warns against forming opinions too quickly. Hold your judgment for at least a month.
Because the first stories you hear are often the most biased and self-serving. You need multiple perspectives to triangulate the truth. That makes a lot of sense.
Then he gets into the one-on-one meeting itself. It's the most important tool in your kit. He suggests a 3-part agenda. First, review performance and priorities. Second, discuss the person's development and career aspirations. And third, ask for feedback on your own performance.
Asking your team for feedback on yourself? That's scary but so powerful. It models vulnerability and openness. It tells everyone it's safe to speak up.
And these meetings must be regular, scheduled, and uninterrupted. They're not a luxury. They are the core work of management.
Then there's the team rhythm. He breaks down meeting types. Status updates, problem solving, and strategic discussions all need different formats. And he suggests creating a team charter together.
That charter covers how decisions are made, how conflicts are resolved, and how communication flows. When the team co-creates it, they own it. It's not an edict from you.
And then the hardest part, managing former peers. You're no longer one of the gang. Now you evaluate their performance and make decisions that affect their careers.
He recommends having a direct, honest conversation with each person. Say something like, "We've worked together as equals and I value that, but now our relationship has to change. I'll still be your friend, but I have to be your manager too."
That's uncomfortable, but it prevents so much unspoken tension. You set clear expectations right away.
And performance feedback? He has a simple framework. Be specific, timely, and behavioral. Instead of saying you need to be more proactive, say, "In the last 2 meetings you didn't volunteer. Any ideas? I'd like you to contribute one suggestion in our next discussion."
That's brilliant. It's about the behavior, not the person. And he says to have courageous conversations early before small issues spiral.
Then there's delegation. New bosses hoard work because they think they can do it better. But Selden says that's selfish. Your job is to develop people. You can't do that by doing their work for them.
He gives a framework. Define the outcome, provide resources, set checkpoints, then get out of the way. And there's a decision-making matrix, so everyone knows who has the authority to make which calls.
That empowers people to take ownership without bottlenecks. And it's all about shifting from player to coach.
What about the team's personality? I love that part. Every team has unwritten rules. You have to read the culture before changing it. He calls it team intelligence.
And conflict is not necessarily bad. When it's managed well, it's a sign of health. The problem is when conflict gets suppressed or turns personal. Your role is to create a safe space for open disagreement, resolved by data and logic.
Then he talks about managing your own boss. That's often overlooked. Schedule regular check-ins focused on alignment. Ask what success looks like in the next 3 months.
And communicate both good and bad news early. Bad news delivered early looks like competence. Hidden and discovered, it's a career killer.
Then for the long term, you're building a team that can function without you. That means developing strengths and giving stretch assignments.
He introduces the learning organization. Mistakes are opportunities to learn, not failures to punish. And you avoid becoming a hero who solves everything. The most powerful question is, what do you think we should do?
Honestly, I think that question alone could change most teams overnight.
It's interesting because the book is so practical with scripts and templates, but underneath it's about intentionality. You decide to become an enabler instead of a doer.
And that means letting go of the work you're good at. It's hard, but it's the only way to scale your impact.
He also addresses the stress of the transition. You need a support network, a mentor, and a work-life balance. It's lonely at the top, especially early.
But you can learn to be comfortable with ambiguity. You don't have to have all the answers.
So after all that, Sam, what's the one thing you're really taking away from this book?
That great management is a set of skills you can learn, not an innate personality trait. And the first skill is intentional listening. If you don't listen first, nothing else works.
And honestly, if you want to go deeper, the whole library is over on 7minutebooks.com/app with over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language. It starts at just $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 once for lifetime access. As Selden says, stop doing the work and start building the conditions for greatness. We'll see you in the next one.